Alright, so we're prepping our ceiling for the panel for the Hamilton 2-foot by 2-foot LED light. So what you want to do, so this screw here is going to go up into here, but obviously it's going to be a little too long, and there's a 2x4 behind it, so if you try to screw it in, the 2x4 is going to block it. So I take my drill, I'm going to drill up into there and try not to break the threads on that, and just kind of give us some more room. So be careful not to get your threads if you can. Your screw's still going to hit the wood going up in there, but this should make it a little bit easier. Also make sure that you have turned your power off. Okay, so we want to go up into there. Same thing. Okay, so that way, I mean, you could cut the screw off with a hacksaw, but sometimes it messes up the threads. So that's going to go in there now, and it's going to be still difficult to screw in because a little bit of the wood isn't. But I drilled it out pretty good, so it'll be okay. I don't know why they make these so long. Anyways, all right. So first things first. We're going to install this panel. Let's see here. Okay. Go in there. Okay, so this panel is going to go up on here. What you want to do is, alright, so we'll get our two screws. And we're going to feed our wires through there. So this is replacing a ceiling fan. Alright. Try to screw that right in there, and I'm going to use, let's see, hoping that's square, but it doesn't look like it is, so. Just use this one. Okay, get the other one in. Fine. Alright. Now the main thing you want to do is make sure that this is square with your ceiling. So this gives us a little bit of rotate room. So my room is square. I mean, I have crown molding on there. I'll show you here. So we have crown molding around the room. You don't want your light crooked to that. You want it straight so it's even. So you don't want to come in and have your light like off a little bit, or else it's going to look really weird. So we're going to get this screwed in there, and then we're going to measure off the ends to our crown molding. Make sure it's equidistant, and then we're going to do the second step here. So let's get these screws screwed in there. Still leave a little bit of room so we can move it if necessary. Okay, So now we're going to get a tape measure and we're going to find out where I need to put that, and then we're going to lock it in place. So we'll be right back. Alright, now that that is squared, I kind of screwed those 2 screws in, and I measured from the ends here to the crown molding, and it's pretty close enough. So what we're going to do now is the holes up here, we're going to mark those with a Sharpie. Okay, and that's where our other screws are going to go in. Okay, now that that is done, we have to take this back off, put some sheetrock anchors in there. So let's pull that off and we'll be right back here. Okay, so we're going to use some drywall anchors now. These ones are the ones that came with, these little guys right here. I'm not really a big fan of those. What I have are these. They're called Easy Anchor drywall anchors, and these things are a lot easier to work with and they're like a lot stronger. So we're going to go with these instead of the ones they provide. You pick these up at Home Depot or whatever, your local hardware store. And these are much better. So you don't need to pre-drill a hole. It's got a nice little point there. You just push it up into our dots that we made on the ceiling. I think. And kind of start pushing it up in there. Hopefully there's no stud there. That would be my luck if there was a stud right there. Doesn't appear to be. Oh, it doesn't there. Okay, there isn't a stud there. Alright. Sure, if you have to look up there, make sure you have some goggles on. Okay, so that goes. Now these just screw up into there. Are you... that has never happened to me before, and that was a special moment there. Awesome. Well, that was pretty cool. I actually had that has never happened to me before. These things are pretty burly. I'm going to try to get that out of there. It's going to be fun, actually. So I'll screw the screw in there and then try to... Nope. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're going to pause the video here and get that out of there. Alright, let's try this again. So we screw this into the hole there, hopefully. Alright. You know what? I'm just going to use my screwdriver and kind of give it a little bit of a punch here. There we go. Now we can put this bad boy in there. Screw that up into there. Oh yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. That was a lot easier. So, you don't have to give it a hole there, but I like to use the screwdriver like that and just punch it up in there. That way you know you're getting your hole right where you want it to. Okay. And that way you can test too if you're going into a stud. If you're going to a stud, you can just use a normal screw, and you don't need these anchors. Okay. There we go, nice and flush. One more. Okay. I screw that in there. Yeah, well, it's kind of an anomaly having that one break on me. Alright, there we go. We got those in. Then we're going to put our panel back up real quick here. And so, screws there. I'm gonna use the screws that came with my drywall anchors for those. And we'll get our other thing up there as well. Okay, so here we go. We'll put that up. Well, get a different angle. Run out of daylight here. Okay, so let's see if I can remember which one I did. It was this one. Get that one on there. I believe it was this one also. Get that locked in. Alright, I'm going to screw that in all the way. I'm going to work on our four corners here as well. Okay. That's a little there. Okay. I'm wondering, get that one in there too. I'm wondering if these are flat enough though. Similar. You know what? I'm going to go with the screws that they gave me. A little bit flatter. Okay, so I'm actually going to switch, not go with the anchor screws, but the screws that they gave me because, so you can look at the heads on the screws here. One's a little bit fatter, the one on the right here, sorry, there it goes. This one's a little bit fatter, so we're going to have the panel slide up onto that, so we want as little bit of room there as possible. We don't want, I think I installed one of these lights in my kitchen, and I had a devil of a time getting on there, and I was wondering what was holding it up, and it was just the screw head was just a little bit thicker, so it was preventing that from going on there. Man, it was literally turned like a 5-minute job into like the mother of all workouts for like 2 hours trying to get that thing on there. That's pretty good. Looks like these will still screw in there. So let's do that actually. That over there. Okay, and one more. Can't see. Switch up my advantage point here. Vantage point. Alright. Go in there. Alright, before I tighten this up too much, I'm going to measure again, make sure we're still equidistant from our crown molding, so we'll be that right back here. Alright, so I'm replacing a ceiling fan. And the ceiling fan has, you got your neutral, you got your ground. You have a red wire, a black wire, and a white wire. So neutral and 2 hots. Because it was controlling the light and the fan. Okay, so I really couldn't find anything on the internet for doing this, so I was a little confused because the light I'm putting in has a ground, a neutral, and a hot, and then 2 for the dimmer, which I'm not going to use. Okay, so going over to my switch, now I have 2 switches. One was for the fan, light, upper, and the fan, lower. So what I'm going to try to do, where's my switch? I bought a switch. I gotta go find my switch here in 1 second. Alright, so I just got a simple one-way switch. And let's see, on, off. What I'm going to do is the red, obviously disconnect your breaker first, I did that. The red, I'm just going to cap that, and I'm going to put the black in and then black out, and then cap the red up here, and just use the white and black. So I'm hoping that's going to work. I couldn't really find anything on YouTube or the internet. I was looking, I'm like, what's going on here? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm capping the red. I'm just going to tuck it up in there. Okay. Basically, oops, sorry. Not a lot of room to work with here. Okay, so that one's out of the way, kind of. So now, just tuck your red out of the way. And use your black and your white wire, and the same over here. What you want to do, just cap the red one and then wire it like normal. Run your two blacks into here and call it good, because our neutrals are already wired together in there. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see, I'm looking for a ground in here. Doesn't have a ground. The grounds are in there tied up, but no one grounded this light, so I'm probably want to, let's see, it's already grounded. Maybe run a ground from there to my switch here. So anyways, thanks for watching, my friends. So if you run into a problem like this and you have 3 wires, 2 hots, and a neutral and a ground, so 4 wires coming out of your outlet, and you only need the white and the black, the neutral, the hot, and the ground. Just go ahead and cap off the red one or whatever it is. Cap it off the red one here, and just use your 2 black wires. So, all right, thanks for watching, my friends, and we'll see you next time. Alright, my friends, welcome back. So I'm going to take out the light switch now. So this was for a fan I'm replacing. Was a light, and for the fan, so it's a couple switches on there. I don't need that. So we're just going to take these wires off here if we can. Okay, nice and tight there. Okay, and the third wire right here. All right, now that that's out of there, what we're going to do is I'm going to cap off my red. I don't need the red one. My goodness. Let's go ahead and, oops, not knock over my light again. I have to go get some more caps there, so let me go get that real quick. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to cap this one. Okay, and let's tuck that one back in there, like that. I don't really have a way to get my ground attached to this, unfortunately. I believe it's a plastic one, so we should have another one with wire running off of there so I can ground it, but it doesn't have that I can see. All my grounds are right there, so there you go.
You're walking in every dust of.
Okay, that was nice. Now we're going to attach my outlet here. So on is up, off is down. Let's go ahead and attach our wires there to this. If we can. Come on. Screw these more. Everything's got to be a struggle. Alright, so if I can get that on there, that'd be great. That's, oh my goodness. You gotta be like Hercules to bend these. Okay. Oh my goodness. Come on, you gotta be joking here. Is this some kind of a joke? There we go. Helps if it has the pliers or something, huh? Okay, so got those on there. I'm going to get some pliers to bend those around a little bit better. It's hard on the hands, so let's go do that. Alright, so needle nose pliers will be a nice little touch here. Kind of pinch those together like that. Now we tighten those down. Okay, nice and snug. Okay. You know what? Hang on just a second. Just a little bit of that wire's exposed. I don't want that to be like that, so cutting a little bit of that off. I'll put that back on there. There we go. Now let's tuck that back in there. Okay. Okay, so last, I would like to have a ground on there, but I can't really get that. It's all attached right there. So it wasn't grounded before. Guess it's okay. Tuck that in there, and we'll push all that back in there if we can. Okay. And let's get our little screws lined up here. Okay, there's that one. And right there. Try to get that level. Okay. Looking good, I think. All right, so now have a little designer faceplate. Of course, it's a flathead screwdriver, so let's get that real quick. Okay, back with a flathead screwdriver. Let's see if we can't screw that in. Or can we? My goodness. Really? Could they get a smaller screws? Alright, so that's line up your screw holes first and then try to get them in there. There's one. Okay, and line up the other one. And you can screw it in. I like the metal face plates. This is actually a metal one, so it's definitely a lot more sturdy than plastic ones. Okay, so let's do that. And there we go. Just like that. Let's do another couple turns like that. All right, that looks fairly nice. So we have the light switch in now, hopefully all hooked up. And then we can turn our attention back to our LED light here. Dun, 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 dun. All right, that should be all nice and squared away. Okay, so we took the red wire and we just tucked it up under there because we're not going to bother with that. And we're just going to use our ground, our neutral, and our hot. So the ground one's green, white, and black. That's what we're going to deal with. And let's call that. We'll call it good then, right? So let's see if this one reaches. That's good. And that one's also, it's not a nice chunk out of it. I might just go ahead and cut that one. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's what we have left. Now all I have to do is hold that while I get that in there. So it should be too difficult. Alright, now comes the hard part. So we got this all in, we got our wires out here, got our switch in. The most difficult part is you're right up next to it trying to get the wires connected. So that's where we're at, my friends. So what I'm going to do is we're going to try to carry that up there. Not fall off and hopefully not break our light. Okay. And we're going to put this on top right here. Gently, ever so gently. You really need like 3 hands for this. But since I only have 2, I'm going to have to make do. Alright, not a lot of room to work with here. As you can see, I'm going to hook my black wire to the black. There. Now, this is just gonna be, you really need like 3 hands for this. Hopefully I can just balance this on there. Okay. Don't want it to fall for sure. That would be a bad thing. We're just going to try to get our wire on here. Alright. Tilt it that way a little bit. And my arms here. This is definitely the hard part. So take your black wire on your black and get your, probably, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm basically just putting this, screwing that on over them. They twisted them together there. Get that on real tight if we can. Okay. Second wire. Whew. Is the white one. And this should be a fun one as well. Alright, so that goes, twist that around there. And let's try to get that on there as well, shall we? Okay. Okay, that's good. And our final wire is the green one here. That's our ground. Yep. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that in there if we can as well. Move that out a little bit, and then you put your screw on there. Whoa, 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 whoa. We want it to be not falling on us, that would be great. Okay. All right. Okay, now we're basically gonna feed oh crud. I don't know if I can balance this up here or not. I don't want that to fall. Hey bud, can you come here please? Can you come here, please? Alright.
What?
I'll get a second hand here. Can you hand me these wire cap things down there, please? Those little funky looking orange things. 2 of them, please. Thank you. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cap these the dimmer wires real quick. I don't know if that's necessary, but I don't like any wires hanging out, so basically push those in there and lock them down. Thanks, bud. Okay, get that other one in there. Sorry if you guys can't see this. I'm basically just capping those, the dimmer switch wires. Now what we want to do is push our wires up into the outlet there. Okay. It's going to be fun because there's not a lot of room in there, but do the best we can to push those up and out of the way, okay, because you have to have them up into the outlets there. Alright, second one going up, and in. This is definitely the hardest part of the deal, I would have to say, is getting all your wires up in there and out of the way, because it's got to be flush. So that's a lot of wires for that little tiny space, actually. So you gotta shove that up in there somehow, and it's just not a lot of fun, as well as not a lot of space. So okay. This is definitely the hard part, I would say, of this quick and easy installation. These wires like 50 gauge wires here, my goodness. I can, you gotta be joking me. I'm like, you gotta be like Hercules or something. I have no idea how I'm gonna get all that up in there, actually. That is such a small outlet. I still got that whole wire to put up in there. My golly. Well, I wonder if we can get 2 of our parts attached here. I don't know. Yeah, I might have to just cut those. The dimmer switch ones. I wonder if I can just get 2 up on there. No, it's not going to let me, is it? My goodness. That is gonna be a chore. Yeah, I still have this big wire that's gotta go up in there somehow. And it's just gonna be, I mean, how's that even gonna go up in there? You know? Was this thing longer or what? It'd be nice if that was recessed somehow and I could just push it in there. If I could feed it into the light, that would be great. Let's see if they'll let me or not. How much? Oh, you know what? Looks like it's feeding into the light. So if I can feed that into the light, that would be good. actually, because that is okay. But I still gotta cut those. Okay, so you know what? Why don't we take a break here and see where we're at with this. Alright, so let's get over here see if you guys can see what I'm dealing with here. It's just a really tight space and you're trying to fit all that up in there. So we're gonna come back here in just a second. I got that tucked in there and this black part kind of pushes down into the light. So we're gonna try to snug that up as much as we can up to the top of the ceiling here. This is incredibly difficult. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 50. I'm just trying to get that up in there, okay? Alright, so hopefully now I can just push that up. And we gotta line up our little clips here on the sides, so I'll try to do that as well. It's very difficult to see. I think we got it all on that side. Okay, now we just need it on the other side. You don't have it though. Yeah, I remember this. This is like the workout from you know where. Okay, so I got it. Okay. Okay. Now, just gotta throw the breaker and pray that it works. So, okay, that was. That's definitely like a two-man job, but there's the quarters that you're working with are just so small. If I had a reciprocal housing unit, whatever. If I had a bigger one, that would be easy. That was only like an inch maybe for the wires to all fit in there, so that was, whew, not easy. Okay, so let's go throw the breaker and see if our light works, please. Okay, let's turn our breaker on. And go see if it works. All right, the moment of truth. Dun, dun. Ha! There we go. Now I can turn off my handy dandy world's brightest flashlight. My goodness. There it is. All right. It's working. I'm happy. Yeah. So actually this looks pretty nice. I think it's squared up there. So looks like everything's fitting good. Puts out some nice decent light in the bedroom here. So everything's well illuminated and the frame on it looks good. Let's see, so we turn it off and it comes on. There we go. All right, my friends. I like the output of the light. It's nice, tucked out of the way. It's not flickering or anything like that, so it looks great. Thanks for watching this install/review/struggle is real video. Everyone have a great day, and we'll see you next time out there.